In a move that has sparked significant debate, President Donald Trump has appointed Dan Bongino, the former Secret Service agent and prominent conservative media figure, as the Deputy Director of the Federal Bureau of Investigation. That's the FBI. And believe it or not, this may not be the craziest thing that he's thrown out there. The appointment was announced on the 23rd of February, yesterday, and places Bongino as the second in command under newly confirmed FBI Director Kash Patel. Notably, this marks the first time in the history of the FBI, the 117-year history, that the Deputy Director position has been filled by someone without prior experience within the Bureau, which I think goes for the head as well, but you get the gist of it. Bongino's career includes service as a New York City Police Department officer from 1995 to 1999, followed by a tenure at the U.S. Secret Service from 99 to 2011. And of course, during the time he was part of the Presidential Protection Division under George W. Bush and Barack Obama. He left the Secret Service, pursued political office unsuccessfully, and later gained prominence as a conservative commentator, hosting the Dan Bongino Show and podcast, and also a weekend program on Fox News until now, essentially. So the decision to appoint Bongino has been met with mixed reactions. Supporters, including Trump, praise his dedication and passion for the country, viewing his outsider status as a potential catalyst to reform the FBI. And the critics express concern over his lack of FBI experience and his history of promoting partisan viewpoints, fearing that his appointment could politicize the Bureau's operations. Traditionally, the Deputy Director role has been occupied by a career FBI agent to ensure that operations continuity and nonpartisanship are there. So you may have someone who may not be a full-time agent or a long-standing career person heading the FBI for whatever reason, but the deputy is always somebody there who's been in the trenches for a while just to make sure that things are still on the up and up. As he steps into this role, FBI faces numerous challenges, including addressing internal morale and navigating complex and national security threats. That's the work they need to do and work they are doing based off of who they're working for, to be honest. His performance and approach to leadership will be closely scrutinized by both supporters and detractors in the coming months. Now, as I said, might not be the craziest thing that has happened. Dan Bongino, what we get from these things, although in most cases we learn more about these people and what we learn is not very good, Dan Bongino has been doing conservative talk, radio, podcast, whatever, for a bit of time. And he's had some time being a blowtorch, being a blowhard, if you will, and sort of tossing back his own batch of Molotov cocktails versus folks in the administration for Joe Biden, where he was doing radio and then he got off because the radio station group forced everybody to get vaccinations for COVID. He said no, so he dropped off. I believe that's how his story went. Went to the podcast world, and he's still thriving there. And, of course, this is a picture of him speaking at CPAC from the other day. So, no, I'm sorry, that's 2024. My glasses aren't on, so I can't see the thing. And so he's a very popular voice within the conservative movement, especially the right-wing MAGA type folks. So this makes him a popular choice, and his background, not too far off. Although, as I said, he doesn't actually know how the agency works. He does know how agencies work. Of course, he's probably out there to throw fireballs and keep things going. So what do you think about this one? I say not the worst idea out there. And Kash Patel could use somebody with some actual, on-the-job experience of roughing people up to know how the FBI should rough people up, I guess. Your opinions, very much warranted.